Hi everyone, this is Anka Nagaraju. My net ID is FA6446 and my course number is CS6320 Software Engineering Web-Based Systems. As a part of my Project 3 web tutorial, I am going to explain about Cake PHP. We were guided and we were doing this project under the guidance of Professor Lenny Group. So first of all, I am going to explain about what is KHP, what are its uses, and where do we use this Cake PHP application. This Cake PHP is an open source web application framework. It follows the principle called Model View Controller MVC approach and written in PHP language. So it was modeled after the concept of Ruby on Rails. This Cake PHP is an open development community editable document project. Here we find different levels of tools which maintains or which contains high level of quality, validity and accuracy for the documentation. So basically this Cake PHP framework has an active developer team which gives a great value to the project. In addition of keeping this from you, it also have a wheel reinventing using Cake PHP, and this framework is best for application code tested and being constantly improved. So, as a part of tutorial of developing these web pages regarding this Cake PHP, I have developed some web pages in the name of Cake PHP and run it in the local host, that is localhost 8135 Cake PHP. So I'm gonna type xampp download for Windows 7 64-bit. So as we can see, we can download this XAMPP file. So here we have two versions, that is MD5, that is one for 32-bit and one for 64, that is PHP version. So we have various versions like 1.8.2 and 1.8.3. This is for Windows. If your local machine is Linux, then we can download various XAMPP files which supports Linux. If you are using a Mac OS, then we can download XAMPP for Mac suitable. So I'm gonna download 1.8.2 version. So I have downloaded the XAMPP file and stored it in the C drive. So after downloading, we have various icons. This anonymous Apache. So this XAMPP supports 4 servers. They are Apache Tomcat, PHP MyAdmin, MySQL, Tomcat, and mail output. And it also supports the Perl version for framework. Installing this XAMPP in the Windows 7 local machine. So we'll get a pop-up icon called XAMPP control panel. So here we can see various types of databases: Apache, MySQL, FileZilla, Mercury, and Tomcat. So I'm gonna enable the Apache Tomcat and MySQL Server for the Cake PHP installation, because I find uh, these two databases are best for the Cake PHP installation. For the XAMPP local server installation, in order to install Cake PHP, we need to go to Cake PHP downloads. So that is Cake PHP in the Rapid Development PHP Frameworks downloads. Here we can check what is the latest version is available for the download. So now we are using 2.5.6, that is stable version, which was released on November 7, 2014. So right now I'm gonna download this thing. So I have downloaded it and it is stored in local C drive, that is XAMPP htdocs. I have replaced the folder in I have replaced the folder and renamed as Cake, and in Cake I have created a folder called sample, and I paste all the applications, library, plugins, all the data in this sample. So in order to install the Cake PHP, we need to follow 3 steps. Step 1. First we need to download the Cake PHP package from cakephp.org and extract the package. Then we need to insert those package in XMPP htdocs file and replace it with a sample folder called example. And then we need to check the following file structures are available or not. First we need to check sample, app, library, plugins, vendor, index.php files. So I'm gonna check in the I'm gonna check in the Cake PHP files. As we can see that app, library, plugins, vendors, built-in properties, contributing.m, composer.json, these files are already created. As a part of installation, we need to follow the step 2 principles. So we need to create a local we need to create one custom Apache configuration file and name it as custom.configuration file. So I have already created a custom.configuration file in my local in my in my local C drive. So I'm gonna have http docs, where I have gone to XAMPP. So I have created the custom.configuration file in Apache Tomcat configurations, and I have placed all the instructions. After that, I need to create modifications. I need to do more modifications in Apache configuration file of HTTP configurations file, and I need to add some uh, command lines like rewrite engine on, rewrite database, sample HTTP, app web root L. So by adding these commands in the following files, so we were able to install successfully this Cake PHP in our local machine. Now I'm gonna generate the Cake PHP in a local machine, that is local host Cake PHP sample. Now it has been redirected to the Cake PHP sample which I have created in the local machine. So we need to enable the database in order to in order to in order to have a correct functioning of the Cake PHP sample. So right now I'm gonna enable the both Apache Tomcat servers. So I'm gonna enable both the Apache Tomcat and MySQL servers. So it's gonna generate some port numbers. So here some port numbers have been generated. They are PID ports 83483 and the port number is 80443. For MySQL, the PID number is 4652 and the port number is 3306. After enabling the port numbers, the Cake PHP installation has been completed, and now I will be showing you how the output of the Cake PHP is generated. This is how the Cake PHP has been generated in the local machine. This is how the Cake PHP has been successfully generated in the local machine. As we can see, this Cake PHP installation is very fast and easily generated. So this Cake PHP framework is the best for frameworks which we can do simply and easily. So as we have completed with the installation part, now let us see what are the permissions we need to have for running this Cake PHP applications. So as we can see this, the Cake PHP uses a temporary directory for number of different operations, and it contains model descriptions, cache sheet views, and session information. These are the few examples. So one common issue is that the log and the temporary files and the subdirectories must be writable both by the web server and the command line user. If we are using this Cake PHP on the Unix system, and if our web browser is different from our command line, so we need to follow some commands in order to install this in the Unix machine. They are http desert pxaux. These are the commands which I have been showing you. You need to enter these commands in the command prompt in order to start running the Cake PHP application. And we also have a development server. A development server, which is the fastest method to set up the Cake PHP. In this example, we'll be using Cake PHP console to run the PHP built-in web server application. So first we need to create a directory bin Cake server. By default, without any arguments provided, we'll be having an application, that is this development server will be run in localhost 8765. Then we need to conflict with the localhost and give a port number 8765. Then we can tell that Cake PHP runs, which runs on the web server on a specific host and utilizing the following arguments. That is, in bin Cake server we have to assign an IP address 192.168.13.7 and with port number 5673. This will serve our application at 192.168.13.7 with the port number 5673. That's it. The Cake PHP, it has been installed in the Unix machine successfully. So up to now we have dealt with various options called welcome, history, getting started, installation, requirements, and preferences. Right now we'll be dealing with the uses of Cake PHP. That means, why do we need to use this Cake PHP? So why we find this Cake PHP very best when compared to other frameworks? The first and the foremost advantage of using this Cake PHP is it is very active, friendly, and official Cake PHP discussion group. It is flexible licensing, and it also compatible with the versions PHP 5.2.8 and greater. It contains the following advantages like application scaffolding, code generation, MVC architecture, that is model view controller architecture, and request dispatcher with clean and custom URLs. That is, it also contains built-in violation, fast and flexible templating, which is used in PHP syntax with the helpers. It also contains email, cookie, security, session and request handling components, which we'll find in this Cake PHP. So finally, it deals with flexible caching. It also works on any web service directory with little and no Apache configuration used. Finally, we are coming to the end of this session by explaining the bibliography and references. The XMP references and installation I have taken it from https www.udemy.com blog XMP tutorial. This website explains about the uses of XMP installation for CakePHP. They are www.textpatterns.net.wiki, www.apachefriends.org. If we want to install the XMP on Linux or Unix, so we can use this website www.apachefriends.org. So this is how my HTML pages works. My HTML page, that is Cake PHP, works. First we are going to deal with welcome, and then comes the history page, and then we'll be starting with getting started page, which will be which deals with the client and the server. Then we are going to deal with requirements. What are the requirements we need to use, and what are the requirements our local system should contain. Then we'll deal with the installation part, which I have explained before. Then we'll be dealing with the permissions. What are the permissions we need to have in our local machine? If what are the permissions we need to use, we need to have if we use Unix or Linux systems. Then finally it comes with uses of Cake PHP, why the Cake PHP it is flexible when compared to other frameworks, and finally we'll be dealing with the bibliography. So thank you one and all.